They told me I was too young. They told me I needed more training. I told them to drop dead. How ironic. I don't know how I survived that fall. Something strange must have happened. My pulse is beating like a drum, but my blood is running cold. I'm not sure what's going on, but I came here with a question. And I'm gonna find the answer if it kills me.
Alright, hello and welcome to Crypt of the NecroDancer. Crypt of the NecroDancer is a new game, just launched in early access for those who have pre-ordered it. It's not currently available at the moment, so you have to wait around, but if you sign up to the newsletter you could have a chance of winning a copy. Now, Crypt of the NecroDancer is a roguelike dungeon crawling game developed by British Games, but unlike anything else in the genre, you play this one with your feet. By which I mean NecroDancer is a rhythmic roguelike, where your movements are timed to music, which you can input via keyboard, gamepad, or perhaps most importantly, dance pad. Now, I don't have a dance pad, nor do I have any sense of rhythm, so it's obviously the perfect game for me. So far I've only loaded the game up to test recording, so this video is going to be really more of a first look rather than anything else. With that said, let's get started. Okay, so jumping right in, we're taken through to a tutorial, and as you can see already, the interface is quite minimal. What we have is, standard sort of roguelike things you'd expect. We have, health, coins and gems, and then at the bottom of the screen, we have something that you'd find in a completely different genre of game. We have a lovely rhythm meter, where I'm going to assume we're tapping along to the beat to ensure we can move. So let's see how badly I can fail whilst going through the tutorial.
If I'm gonna survive this, I'll have to remember what Uncle Eli taught me. Every opponent has a predictable pattern, he said. Learn that pattern and you won't suffer so much as a scratch.
So it seems,
that green guy didn't move at all, and this blue one just moves up and then down, so if I attack him from the side, I'll never get hit.
So yeah, this seems pretty similar to any standard roguelike so far.
A broadsword,
apart
not
from
as
the
sharp as I'm used
fact
to,
that,
but I think it can still take out 3 enemies.
Got to consider rhythm, because as you can see, I'm not amazing at paying attention to this, and when I don't hit it in time with the music,
looks like
it's throwing off score multipliers. It's causing me to fail to move. It's gonna get me killed if I'm not careful, and frankly it's quite hard to pay attention and talk at the same time. Okay, so we're moving down. I assume this is still tutorial at this point. Oh god, what the hell? That was painful. Okay, so apparently the key to killing that is to attack it from its side whilst it's charging you. Don't know how useful that tip will be to you in the future, but there you go. And turns out you can also just dig around. So this is actually also just Dungeon Keeper, which is always fun. Okay, so there's dancing monkeys, which have just like, the monkeys jump on you and like prevent you from moving. Now, one thing that's interesting about the music is that it comes with a complete soundtrack. However, in future releases of the game, you'll be able to add your own tracks, listen to your own music, and it can match the beats to that, So whether you're going to play your favorite bands or some like free music like Approaching Nirvana or anything like that, you have that option. Although I think for the time being, it's best for everyone to explore what is quite clearly a high production soundtrack before you can move on to your own music, as you so might enjoy. Alright, I guess there's nothing left but to go down to the next floor, where the music changes yet again. Oh god. And there you go. Death in under 4 minutes. That is probably a impressive, I guess. Surely someone will do worse than that. So let's restart then and find out what happens next. Okay, so we're taken to some kind of lobby where we can see we have daily challenges, where we can re-enter the tutorial, enter one of what is up to 4 zones apparently. There's local co-op now implemented in the game, as well as character select, hardcore mode, and challenges which are currently locked. So, given how amazing I was at that tutorial, let's just jump right into Zone 1 then, I guess. Oh, so apparently when you pick up diamonds through levels, you can spend them on upgrades. So let's go do that now.
Hello.
So there's a white chest of some variety and a heart, which I'm going to assume is going to give you a 4th heart. Since I have 2 diamonds, let's go for the white chest, which adds that to the game, I guess, during a run. And with that, let's go back into Zone 1, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, okay, so apparently the tutorial is just that first level, and not the rest of this bit. Now those tiles on the floor are traps, and it seems like it's useful for the player to be able to trap enemies in it and not just yourself. Because as you can see there, we had that monkey jumping back and forth into it, which gave me more room to breathe with the other monsters on the screen. Now there's different coloured chests, and I'm not sure what that means yet. I'm guessing maybe black means weapons? Okay, so these tiles are water where you have to waste a turn to move out of them. Makes sense. What else can we find? I can't say I'm too confident about that. Okay, dead. And again. Let's go south this time and see what we can find. So you also lose your coin multiplier if you move within the zone of influence of an enemy without attacking them, it seems. Okay, we've picked up a torch, which appears to increase our field of view. Well, not field of view, but light radius, so we can see further away without being in fog. I have no idea how many items are in the game, but it seems we can hold utilities and weapons at the same time, which is always useful. And we've got another one of these minotaurs. So there you go, there's another trick there. When they hit the wall, they daze themselves and you can get off multiple hits on them for free. So now we have an item, so let's work out how that works. It works like that apparently. Effective, but I don't think I'm good enough to understand it that well yet. Now one thing I note is I've not really been paying attention to the rhythm at all, especially in this run, and yet I'm still managing to survive, and yet you can clearly see it's not as effective. So in theory you can play this like a regular roguelike, but you will die even more than you do in a regular roguelike. But maybe that's just your bag of tea or whatever the phrase is. Cup of tea. Okay, so you can get temporary item shops on the ground. I'm gonna guess the apple heals, but we don't know that. And also note how, with an NPC in VLG, adds to the music with vocals, which is an interesting choice and works quite well in my opinion. Now let's just dig through, because that seems to be unlimited, and head down those stairs. Now, like a lot of roguelikes, it seems, you know, there's a lot of enemies and you'll have to learn what each one does. And I have no idea what that Ring of Charisma does, so that's also something you're gonna have to start learning, is all these items. Okay, so it appears compass produces an arrow which shows you the direction to the next staircase. Picked up a white scroll there, which is some kind of usable item. I would guess maybe healing or damage against undead. Let's find out, I guess. It's a freeze spell. There you go. Top tip for you, white scrolls equals freeze. Another top tip, don't jump up on skulls, they kill you. And with that, I guess that's the end of episode 1, because I need to go play the game and learn how to play it before I record more.